My lovers, welcome to your reading. It is your weekly karmic read where we have a look at the karmic situation. Yeah, I don't have all my rings today, weirdly enough. Can't even remember where I put them. Must have taken them off or something. Anyway, well, maybe this is a theme. Maybe people are going bare, being their authentic self, deciding to be naked, letting down their armor, maybe. We're going to find out. In this karmic read, we're definitely going to find out. All right, so remember, we're going live on 88 portal. We're going to shine our lights, and then of course I'm going to do some live reads for you. We start at 11 p.m. Eastern time and end at 12 a.m. Okay. Otherwise, just stay positive. Some of you are still experiencing a lot of releasing from the eclipse energy. There's a video of another reader. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember her name. Guys, if I forget, please remind me. She did this lovely video on what we were releasing during the eclipse, and listen, it is absolutely amazing. So remind me to link that video for you guys. It is going to make sense. Everything that you went through the eclipse is going to make sense, because she talks about the karma that you were releasing, not just for yourself, but for your bloodline and for your DM as well. Okay, so remind me about that. You guys have to see that video. And I can't even remember the reader's name, but she fabulous. You know, I have no qualms about highlighting other readers. It was absolutely fabulous. Anyway, so guys, let's see who is coming through to give us the dirt on their karmic situation. Let's see who's this. Who the hell is this? Your lover. Your lover. Your one true love is coming through. Whoever you're watching this reading for, this person is coming through. Your lover. Your lover is coming through. Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation for something or someone. They just want to let you know that they've been feeling it, especially these past few days. You guys would have been feeling that passion strong. So they're coming through. So whoever it is you're watching this for, it's your lover. Who wants to rescue you? Yeah, we have a rescuer here. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So we have somebody who likes to rescue. So maybe even their job reflects that. So maybe they're in the police service, fire service, army, those kind of service industries. Maybe they're even part of an NGO that helps those who are disempowered. That kind of thing. This is what we're looking for. So a real kind of protector energy coming through here. Whoa. A mystic. Someone who's been connecting to spirit. You see all the purple there? That's all about spirit and direct connection with spirit. Not not just going to church, not just going to their place of worship. This person, direct connection with spirit. And I'm getting also the feeling that this person, they've been unlocking some of their spiritual gifts. I'm getting that strong today. And they have only light attributes today. Isn't that crazy? They have only light attributes today. I just want to give you guys just a tip of light. Not much light. Nicely. Good. Yeah, they have own. So it's someone who was in the darkness that's moving towards the light. All right. We also have God in the upright. Benevolence and compassion. Recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So listen. Whoever this lover is, this is someone who is connecting to spirit. Now, that may not be how you remember this person, but the person that we've been channeling has undergone a transformation. You have to remember that. And if you backtrack from when we first started channeling this person, and I do believe this might be part of Metal King and all of that, when we first started using these cards, this person had a lot of dark attributes. A lot of the cards were in reverse. And then gradually over time, We saw a lot of these cards turning upright. So this person is going through a transformation. And today we have no cards in the reverse. That's crazy. This is someone who's ready to take a risk. So this is someone who's ready to take a leap of faith. You see? Following blindly and following spirit, because we have all the purple here, we have all the stars and orbs, so there's a lot of hope. This person is ready to make a leap of faith, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So they might have naysayers around them trying to tell them how to think, what to think, giving their opinion on a particular situation. But now this person knows that they have to follow their intuition, their own intuition, and no one else's. And that's a big part, and I keep saying, of trusting self and loving self, is being able to trust yourself and trust your intuition again. Because sometimes we beat ourselves so much that we don't even trust our own selves to make decisions for ourselves. Yeah, because we screwed up many times. So we're like, okay, well, clearly I can't be trusted. So you start not trusting yourself. So this person's trusting themselves again. And then they're trusting that they're a good judge of character and that they are looking at a particular situation and seeing it for what it is. So I'm also getting as well, I'm also getting from this judge, I'm getting judgment. So their judgment is now clear. They're seeing things with clarity. Okay? They're waking up to whatever their reality is. Remember, this person was in delusion, denial, but now they're seeing things absolutely clearly. Okay? So it says here, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So in any decision that they are about to make, they want to approach it from an angle of what is fair and what is compassionate to all involved. And that includes the karmic, maybe any children that they might have, or any stepchildren, whatever it is, parents involved, community involved, whatever it is. This person is trying to make a decision that's fair to everyone around, but also fair to themselves, and something that's true to themselves as well. Okay? I'm going to take 2 more cards. Let's see if this person remains in the light. Oh gosh, they're going back into the darkness. That's what the fish are telling me. Oh, my little fishies give me stories, See, I told you. The little fishies told me. So this is an alchemist. So this person's making great strides, but what I'm getting as well, that this person is not all in the clear. They still have a lot of manipulative qualities that they still need to work out. Because I see alchemist as the magician card. When the magician is in reverse, we're talking about using one's gifts for ill, and it could be spiritual gifts. So this person could even be doing spell work, or using one's gifts to manipulate. Especially if this person is a gift of gab. We call them that. We say those people have sweet mouth, right? They could sell ice to the Eskimos. I'm getting this here. What does it say? Misuse of power and knowledge that came through spiritual practice. Yeah, so whatever they're using it to manipulate others, and might even be coming to manipulate you. So maybe they're trying to get back in your good books. They might take some kind of spiritual angle or something like that. That's what I'm getting from that card. And light attributes, Messiah. Serving humanity with humility. So we keep getting that with this person. That they're a servant. They listen, the inner core of them is still divine. Right? So in this person, it's a constant battle of the light and the dark. Constant battle of the light and the dark. But their inner core is to serve others. This is who they are naturally. And maybe in the past, it didn't augur well for them, or it didn't serve them well to be their natural self. Maybe people took advantage of that. So what they did, they built up this hard shell around who they are until they forgot who they really were. So when you met them, you weren't seeing the real them. Or maybe you did, because your divine partner, you always see their inner core, right? But they were there full of ego, but that ego was just to hide that inner core inside, that was soft, that was loving, and that enjoyed making others happy. Well, they thought they could make other people happy, It's someone who just naturally wants to serve and to help others. All right. Well, let's see what they have to say about their karmic situation, okay? Today, I'm using the Tarot Illuminati, and then for the karmic's voice, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot, okay? All right, so what's going on regarding this person's headspace for the karmic? What are they thinking? When they think of the karmic, what are they thinking? What are they thinking regarding the karmic? All right, they're thinking that the karmic is incredibly deceptive. There's been some sort of deception in this relationship. But what I'm also getting, besides the karmic who might have been deceptive, I'm also getting that they too, your person, might have deceived themselves where the karmic was concerned. Maybe they thought that the karmic was the one. Even though they got all the red flags and everything, they didn't want to see. They didn't want to see. They had already built up an image and a life in their head. They didn't want to see that they were deceiving themselves. Let me see what this card's about. The Seven of Swords. What's that? What does that have to do with? But intuitively, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm getting here is this. Is that this person is now recognizing that the karmic is deceptive, and they know that they now have a choice to make. Wherever they are with the karmic, there is no peace, there's no healing, and they're ready to take this leap of faith here in order to move towards their happiness. Okay, so they are also being a little sneaky because they aren't telling the karmic this. So that's another reason why we're seeing that Seven of Swords, because this person has an exit plan and they haven't told the karmic. So this is about also sneaking away from this relationship. That's what your person is sneaking. Keep sneaking. That's what your person is seeking to do right now. What else? Yeah, they're recognizing that this relationship or this connection with the karmic is not stable. Now, I'm getting the message that when these two people that we're looking into, they got together for financial reasons, for stability, right? They thought it was a stable connection. And by all means and on paper, it was a very logical connection as well. Maybe they were able to work together towards a particular goal in the material world. Maybe the image was what they always dreamt of. So to them, it fulfilled a fantasy that they had in their head. Right? So there were illusions around it, around the stability. You see, there was always a cloud around the stability here, right? There was always a cloud, but they didn't see that because it fit into a particular image that they had in their head. Now, this Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here, and this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. But then they didn't recognize, see, and all this, they weren't using their intuition. Because if they were using their intuition, they would have spotted the red flags. But no, they were filled with illusions and delusions about this karmic partner. So they weren't using their intuition at all. They didn't recognize that this karmic partner had a lot of secrets. They had a lot of secrets. And they were very stingy and not very giving at all. And they were very much concerned with monetary gain. Very much concerned with monetary gain and the coins. So what your person is thinking about the karmic now is that your person knows that the karmic is in it for the money. That the karmic is holding on to them for the money. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All about the pentacles. And that's why your person is burying themselves in work because they're not happy. It's a way of numbing themselves. I'm going to pull a card on this Eight of Pentacles and also on the Moon to see exactly why they're here. Listen, Curtin, don't play with me today, okay? Don't play with me. I'm doing a reading. All right, let's see. Why is the Moon card here, Spirit? Yeah, there was a secret here. Someone else is here in the mix. Exactly. The karmic was juggling. The karmic was juggling. So for some of you, the karmic had someone else and they did not know. But for a lot of you, the karmic hooked up with them because of the financial gain that this person, your person, could provide. And so your person became burdened, overburdened. Loads of responsibility on their shoulders, balancing so many different things because this person, this karmic, was so demanding. Let's see why the Eight of Pentacles is here. Yeah, we have Knight of Swords. So somebody wants to rush in with some kind of truth about some secret. Yeah, about some Tower moment. So your person is burying themselves in work because they're kind of running from the truth though. Your person's had some kind of Tower moment. Let me see what that is about. Yeah, they want to close off this karmic cycle and they no longer want to collaborate with the karmic. They've recognized that now. They had that Tower moment. So what they're doing right now, they're not ready to take any action. They're not ready for the truth to be revealed. So what they're doing, they're running. And they're running through their work. They're trying to numb themselves until they figure out what they're going to do to get out of this. Headspace for the karmic. What else are they thinking regarding the karmic? I'll put this down here. What else are they thinking regarding the karmic? They're thinking that the karmic is a liar. They believe, your person believes, that the karmic is holding back some kind of truth. That they've been playing a role or living in character for the longest time and they don't think that they even know who the karmic is. This King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What I'm also getting is that your karmic is the karmic. I said your karmic, but this person's your karmic too. Remember, if they're caught in a karmic cycle, so are you. You have to remove yourself from that. This King of Swords, this karmic, is a real piece of work. When you see this King of Swords is in reverse, very harsh words, cutting, argumentative, emasculating, annihilation mode. You know, when you just want to win. You're not trying to communicate with your partner, you're trying to hurt your partner, you're trying to emasculate your partner. This is who this person is. Okay, so this is Aquarius energy here. Your person is ready to make a decision. They know what path that they have to take. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy there. Right now, they just want to take their things and get out of here. This is Six of Wands. So they want to have victory. They want to have success. Let me see what this card means. Yeah. They want to progress and they recognize that they can't progress in this relationship. They can't be successful in this relationship. They just need to break off this commitment and end this cycle of pain. This is the marriage card. They don't want this commitment anymore. There's no progress in it. There's no success in it. They don't want it anymore. So that's where your person's headspace is at. They're recognizing that the karmic has been lying all this time. That they've been false, that they've been playing a role. And that the karmic has secrets. And these secrets may include that the karmic has someone else. And they recognize that if they want to be successful in life, if they really want to be victorious, if they want to go somewhere in this life, then they have to break off this commitment. Okay? So if your person recognizes that, why aren't they leaving the situation, wrapping up the cycle? What's keeping this couple, this connection together? It says 4 of Swords. That means healing. So what I'm getting from this is this. Spirit brought these two people together so that your person and even the karmic can be triggered to heal. Both of them may have very similar wounding. It could be related to mother issues or issues with their parents. They both have similar wounding. And Spirit brought them together so that they could see themselves, so that they could heal. And healing, there's still a lesson that still needs to be learned, and still healing is still taking place. That's why they're still together. When the lesson has been learned, Spirit will dissolve this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Why are they still together? They're still together because people don't want to start over in a new relationship. They don't want to start anything new. They've already invested in enough, and they're thinking about, when they think about starting over with someone else from scratch, it's very intimidating. What I'm also getting is that not everybody in this connection is connected to Spirit. They are still very much codependent. So instead of relying on the divine or relying on self, they're relying on other people. They don't have their own inner fire, their own inner passion to drive them. Why are these people still together? It says 3 of Wands in reverse. What the hell does that mean as a blockage? Why are they still together? They might have made some investment together that they're hoping will materialize, and that their ships would come in so that both of them could be successful, and they could be waiting on that. Or they could be thinking that either of them, both of them, could have lost the other person that they're interested in, so they just decide, you know what, let's just stick together then. So your person might think that they've lost you, and their person might think that they've lost them. So you know what, let's just stay together. What else is keeping them together? Yeah, I told you, there's still lessons being learned here. This is a karmic wheel. So there's still a karmic debt being paid here. There's still a lesson being learned here. There's something that still needs to be healed. Why are they still together? Somebody is in deep depression. They might even be in the dark night of the soul. They've not pulled themselves out of it yet. Now this is a card of also not facing your fears. So maybe they have a fear of being alone, or dying alone, or being abandoned, or being rejected, whatever it is. They're not facing their fear, so they're hiding in this relationship, because this relationship is safe to a certain extent, in that the other person is never going to leave them. So there's a safety in that. There's a stability in that. This karmic, they're leaving. They're not going to pick up and leave just like that. Right? So they know that this person's not going to leave them. So there's a stability in that. Why are they still together? Because for a lot of them, there's children involved. Not only that, this is also the Sun card in reverse. So maybe your person isn't optimistic about manifesting the relationship with you, as I was saying here. So just going to stay here. Might as well. I've already lost that other person, so let me just stay here and be miserable. So that is what is going on with the karmic relationship in terms of the headspace and what's keeping them together. So I'm going to go into the extended now, and I'm going to see how they feel about the karmic, as in heart space energy. How does the karmic feel about your person? How does the karmic feel about you? What is the karmic hiding? What has your person told the karmic recently about you? And then potential outcomes by the end of the month. So for those of you that aren't joining me in the extended, thank you guys so much. You've been absolutely wonderful. And if you can click the like button, that will really help me. But I'm going to go into the extended now, and we're going to explore these energies further. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.